Hi friends, welcome back to Calm in the Chaos Homeschool. So today I thought I would give you a tour of our homeschool spaces. It is summertime, so I've been able to go through, declutter, get rid of things, organize a little bit. So if you're interested in seeing a little bit about where we homeschool and how I organize my material, stick around. So here is the beginning, a quick look at our living room where a lot of our homeschooling happens. So just to start off over here really quick, I'm going to go in more in detail onto all the shelves and stuff in a minute here. I have these two carts, which I'll talk about more in my preparing for the homeschool year video that I'll have coming out later. There's my morning basket cart. We have my whiteboard that we're currently using to organize our life as far as everything we're doing this summer. I have our back to school board out so I remember to use it. We have a table here, and this is where some of the computer stuff happens. We have a few of our computers here. This is where my kids do computer work. We have a bookcase here. I'll go in more detail with that. Lovely vacuum. A few things here I'll talk about in a bit. Some more bookcases. A bunch of homeschool stuff in the corner there. And then the couch that we do a bunch of our group work and morning basket on. Okay, so with that done, generally those are our more specific spaces. Let's take a look at what I have here. I have a bin here that has some books in it that I know are going to be used in future curriculum, so I just keep the books in there so I know where to look. Some general curriculum that I might use in the future, and then I have my Sunlight 100 and Bookshark 100. We're doing half of that this school year, so the other half is in the bins. I have taken out the half that we're using. Let's take a look at top of the shelf. This is my science bin. So this has the science materials that we're going to be using with my 9th grader this year. He is doing a mystery of science, biology. And so those are the things that he needs for that. This is just a general science thing. So this is all our science supplies from past years. I just kind of went through, organized it a little bit. My 8th grader's been going through that and getting some stuff out. We just have this fun thing that my 9th graders, or upcoming 9th graders, been enjoying. Tech tea. It's been lots of fun, but that's just something he's been playing with lately. Over here I have just a few books that we are finishing up for the summer, some books that we're reading, and I might pick up some more for the end of modern world history. So that's what that bin is for. This over here is our new early American history. So I have some of the books that they'll be reading. These are some of the history books, and then the readers. And I have 2 of most of the readers. Some I only have 1 of, but I kind of use this bin so I can put more on the shelf. And then I have another book that doesn't fit in the bin on the side there. In this cubby here, I have some Chinese stuff. It's for my 10th grader. Whenever we get back to doing Mandarin, I'm not sure when that's going to be. I haven't really dealt with that shelf. Down here, I have 2 shelves of just general books that are good at the levels that my kids are reading at. So these are books that if they finish their history readers and we need to pick up another reader, they can pick from one of these books. Some of these are library books. Some of them are books that I've purchased. In the corner here, I have some books that are future morning basket books. So I just kind of keep books that I like that I might use again in the future over there. I haven't really gone through my art supplies, but we have some paints. We have some clay things. We have some markers, colored pencils, things like that. And another section with some things for future morning basket things. Over here, this is the shelf that I just try to keep. These are just books that my kids might like. I try to keep it so that all the books will fit on this shelf. regular chapter books and stuff like that. So nothing special, not really curriculum. Over here, we have our Bibles, so we can find them easily when we're doing devotions. We have a few sets here. We have our who was, what was sets, a DK set, some of our illustrated Usborne books, and then we have some library books and stuff over here. All right, let's go over this way. All right, we have a bin full of origami things that my youngest is currently using. I took out some science kits so my boys can work on those this summer if they'd like. We have spa soaps. I don't know if they're going to be interested in that. I think it was one of my daughters. And then we have some weather lab things. We did weather this year. We didn't get to the fun stuff. So in the summer, I try to take out anything that we haven't used yet. So I put those out so they can see them and hopefully get into them. And then I just have some bins here. Usually they're themed, whatever our morning basket is or whatever we're learning about that year. So we have like astronomy because we were learning that last year. And so nothing really organized there yet. Got some random books on the floor for my son to put away. All right, nothing too homeschooly over here. We had our pencil sharpener. All right, I'm going to start at the top. Actually, let's go to the top here. In here, I have my painting to go. I think we have either 1 or 2 more to do. I have my acrylic paints up here so that my youngest does not get them out and make a mess that he doesn't clean up. We have some of our Timberdoodle games, so independent games in there. We have binoculars up there to look at the stars mostly. Have some Timberdoodle things. My son who's going into 9th grade, he's been really into this. And we just got this up today, so we're just playing with that today. We have a lab kit for, I guess, for our space unit that they've been using. And then our earth science kits for our earth science units. Those have been opened as well. And this is just one that my oldest owns. And then we have just a few more art supplies over here. All right, let's go down. All right, here's my messy cubby. It has envelopes and just random things like that in there. This shelf is mostly books that are my books, not necessarily homeschool related, books that I'm interested in reading sometime, books that I've hung on to. We have some sets here. I have some C.S. Lewis books. We have some books about Taiwan because I grew up in Taiwan and one of my daughters is adopted from Taiwan. We have the Hunger Games set there. We have C.S. Lewis's Chronicles of Narnia, and I have a lot of those, just a bunch of. And then some books that I use when I'm tutoring with some of my students. So I have those there. I have some money books here, some books that we haven't read that I would like to do as read-alouds at some point. And then these are our history books for the upcoming school year that I should be reading aloud. And a few of these books are out of my morning basket for now, but they should be in my morning basket later. All right, coming down here, this is me starting to prepare for the upcoming school year. I have a section here for my oldest daughter. So she has some random miscellaneous things from last year. I have her social studies, or I have her history ready here, her guest hollow history. She's going to be doing high school early American history curriculum with guest hollow. We're going to be doing a Pangea Press literature guide at the very beginning of the year. So we're going to do that. Amos Fortune. She's going to be finishing up on her Easy Grammar Plus. She did that a few years ago. A few of my 11th graders books right here. And then over here is more of my boys. So my 8th and 9th grader, upcoming 8th and 9th grader. I have the music books for my 8th grader right here, all the music books here. If you want to see, one of my last videos was Music Comes Alive, and you can take a look at that. It's really, looks like a really great middle school level music. We're going to be doing easy grammar, so I have that here. And then we're going to be doing some poetry memorization. We'll be doing financial literacy. So those are just my boys. And then they're going to be doing Amos Fortune, Freeman, Pangea Press Guide a little later in the year. And then I have some of the things we're going to be starting with. Their devotions are systematic theology And we have some cursive, a resource that my 9th grader is going to be able to use this year, and an IEW that we may or may not be using this school year. So that's kind of my shelf prepping for the new school year, just starting to gather things together. Okay, over here I have a lot of geography things here, a little bit of story of the world, and then I have history. So I have all my mostly guest holo guides here, the ones I printed off, and then just books that I have for resources for history. Okay, and then over here, this is how I store all of our art from the past few years. I just throw it in that bin. Down here, we just have the bigger board books that we still have for my kids. And we have these, we have this bin, so we have our markers, our crayons, and supposed to be crayons, but it looks a bit of a mix, colored pencils, etc. More resource books here. And then over here, I have my Sunlight American History and Literature. So these are my IEG instructors, guides, etc. Yeah, and then these are just a bunch of dividers that I have. So that's for if I need dividers for the upcoming school year. All right, next I have my IEW sets. So I have 2B and 2C here, and my son's math books that he's not currently using. All right, I don't think anything too important is in there. We have some piano books and some CTC math, not worksheets, but explain how to do the math. We're not really using that right now. I have 2 Sunlight science levels, so I have like G and H here in case I want to use those in the future. And these are Book Sharks 100, so the history for Book Shark. So I have both Sunlight and Book Shark, so I can mix and match. So these 2 here are my science shelves. I have a lot for my science. You can take a look here, some resources, some living books, things like that, and some series I really enjoy. I really enjoy Exploring the World of by John Hudson Tinner. So I have all of those, a few guides, and a few of the bigger books. So I've really not looked at this. I have a bin for Chinese stuff here, and it says upcoming curriculum. I haven't looked in there. I guess I should do that. This bin is just random headphones, mouses, etc. These are notebooks that we haven't used. These are used binders and notebooks that I have available. And more of the same. So we can pick the right sizes, etc. And this just has like some computer carrying cases in there for now. All right, so over here to the desk, my husband's computer, and then we have 2 computers that the kids use for school. Scrap paper right there, my board for beginning of the school year. This is kind of my section. I'm seeing if one of my daughters wants to do some art this summer. And then down here, I have a box. And these are partially used notebooks that I could use again. So I'm just keeping them there. Some unfinished curriculum. I have Spanish. So things that I might do again, but I'm not planning on doing it right now. So that is what that is. I have like geography that my boys started a few years back. We have Spanish, and then we have a bunch of notebooks that I could use for different things. And then you can see my morning basket card here. One of my last videos was about my morning basket. So if you want to check that out, go back and watch that video. I didn't really show what all is here. I have some pens there. This has a whole bunch of stuff in it. It's what I used to carry with me when we went to the library. So it has a lot of little supplies that we need. I just have like, I don't know, some random stuff there. And down here I have my IEW, which I think I'm going to be continuing with in the upcoming school year. So I'm just going to keep that down there because we work on that together. And then these 2 are my boys' carts, and I will talk more about that in a future video. And then here is a look at our kitchen table. Basically, this is where we do a lot of our work as well, right next to the living room. And just ignore all the piles of stuff in the corner. That's kind of like my office and our files. Not yet super organized. We have this over here also in our living room. So I have a cabinet here. I keep some of my homeschooling things here. So we have like pencils, erasers in that blue bin over here. We have some coloring things, a few shelving units. I put my kids' things into their files as they finish them up. So that's those files. And then I have this area which I have not organized yet, but this has some general supplies and just things that I need. And then I have a cabinet here. I'm gonna open it up. It is not super organized yet, but I have some homeschool curriculum. I have some devotion things, some files, some homeschool curriculum, some medication. We go down here. We also have just sort of random stuff here. More homeschool stuff and some spines for my Click Pro. Two of the places that I'm not showing you in this video, but I do want to mention because my kids do their homeschool there. My 10th grader, she does most of her schoolwork in her bedroom. She has a desk. She does stuff independently. Other than when she's with us for group time sitting on the couch, she does her work in her bedroom. The other place that we sometimes do some homeschool in is my 9th grader. He has a desk in his room, nothing fancy, no fancy setup there. It's just a desk, a chair and a desk that he does usually the first hour of his homeschool because he can't be with people in the morning. So those are two other places that we do our homeschool. But for the most part, what you see in this video is where we homeschool. So on the couch, at that table with the computer there, and then at our dining room table. We do move the computers around. And yeah, so those are our homeschooling spaces nowadays with middle and high schoolers.